Welcome to your 30 minutes restorative slow flow, feel good flow. I am your guide, Gabby DeLorenz with Soul to Soul Wellness. As always, if something does not feel good, please feel free to skip, modify, or change the way the postures look in your body to fit how you're feeling today, to fit how your body is showing up today. Let's start in child's pose. Take your knees nice and wide, big toes come to touch. And start to connect to your breath right away as you start to just melt your chest towards the floor. We'll be holding postures a little longer today, so I want you to just start to settle in. It's not always about using all of your muscles to support yourself, but rather seeing where your body naturally wants to go. The motions you will find today are a little bit smoother, a little bit more fluid, if you will. And I invite you to think of that water-like sensation, invite that into your practice today. And just like the ocean, notice how expansive you can make it. Seal your lips. The inhale is through your nose. The exhale is through your nose. Inhale through your nose, fill up. Exhale, can you sink your chest to the floor just a little more as you tiptoe your fingertips towards the front of your mat. One more full breath in. Sink, melt, relax into your mat. On your next inhale, start to rock the weight into your hands. Keep them long. You're going to just straighten out your toes and start to drop your hips towards the floor. Maybe you look up a little bit. Tuck your chin into your chest. You can curl your toes under and just push yourself back. We're going to just move forward and backwards a few times. Dropping the hips, pointing the toes as you look up. Curling the toes under, you can leave them flat too, just sending the hips back. The weight comes to your hands, your head drops. Hips drop, head looks up. Curl your toes under, push to your hands. Maybe you start to feel the bottoms of your feet wanting to wake up. On your next inhale, come to a tabletop position and start to just go side to side with your hips. Just side to side, popping, clicking, totally normal. Maybe one knee comes off the floor as you rock the weight to the other side. And start to make some circles. Clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter. We'll go both ways. And then switch directions. One more as you come back to neutral. Find some cat-cows in your spine. So just exploring the spine in all directions, a little bit of hips. Following your breath. One more time up. One more time down, pause here. So we're in this cat position. Curl your toes under, send your hips back. Active child pose. So you're pushing through your hands. You're feeling maybe from the toes across the bottoms of your feet. Feel that wanting to open up, to wake up. Rock the weight back into your hands. Exhale, shift back, active child's pose once more. Notice where your heels are in space. Can you almost kick your heels together, like you can click them together? Maybe you feel that more through your big toe. This might feel a little more intense for you. And then rock the weight back into your hands. We're in this low plank position, so keep sending the hips forward. Keep sending the hips forward. It's almost like you're in this modified push-up position. From here, we're just going to slowly lower all the way down to your bellies and take your hands up nice and wide. So they're coming straight out of your shoulders. I call this 90 degrees. Your elbows are up high to the sky. I like to be on my fingertips versus flat palms here, just to keep it a little more fluid. On your inhale, you're going to roll your back up and look over your right shoulder. So take a breath in, inhale. As you look up, look over your right shoulder. Both hips stay on the floor. You can really push through your hands. On your exhale, you're gonna dip the left shoulder down as you drop your left ear towards the floor. You should feel the stretch in the left side. You might feel it in your right neck. On your inhale, you're gonna look back up and over to the left. On your exhale, drop the right shoulder, drop your right ear. Inhale, peel yourself up. Exhale, left shoulder, left ear drops. Inhale, back through center, look over the left. Exhale, drop the right ear, right shoulder. One more time each side. Inhale, peels you up. Exhale, left shoulder, left ear down. Inhale, look up and over to the left. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder down. Inhale, come back to center, peel yourself up. Exhale, right back down to neutral. Plant your hands out long in front of you. Start to push through your hands, finding the seal pose. So just pushing through your hands, relaxing through your back. We have 5 breaths here. Shoulders pull down and out of your ears. You can squeeze your shoulder blades together just a little if that helps support you. If there is any stress or strain in your low back, just keep your belly engaged. That should take some of the stress out of it. One more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Slowly lower all the way to your belly. Plant through your hands, come back to hands at knees, tabletop position. Kick your right leg long, step it between your hands, low lunge. So you're on your back knee and your foot. We're just gonna, again, keep the motion going. So just shifting forward and backward. Might straighten the right leg all the way and feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch. One more time, shift the weight into your foot. Shift the weight back, pause in this little hamstring stretch. Big toe can stay on the floor. You can lift the toes up towards your face. The choice is yours. And then from here, you're gonna just take your hands and start to walk them off to the left. I'm gonna take my right arm and reach it up and over. A little bit of a heart opening, totally optional. One more breath in. Exhale, come all the way back down, bend into your right knee, and keep walking forward. So right knee is bent. You might feel this a lot in the left hip flexor in the front of the left hip. You might feel this a lot in the glutes on the right side. Start to shift your weight back, coming back onto hands and knees. Send your left foot straight back. Step your left foot between your hands, and again, keep the motion going. Maybe you come all the way through a straightened left leg. Maybe you just keep it bent and the motion is a little bit smaller, your choice. But following your breath, rock the weight back into the left knee, and then shift all the way back, pausing here in this hamstring stretch. Big toe can stay down. You can pull the toes up towards your face, your choice. Start to walk your hands to the right. Option to pause here if you want a little more heart opener. The right hand plants as you spin the left arm up and over. One more breath. Exhale, both hands come down, bend into your left knee, keep walking your hands out nice and long. We're in this big lizard lunge position. And then walk your hands back, send your knees together. Curl your toes under, push back, active child's pose. Again, keeping the heels together. If that feels good, you can let them fall east and west, side to side. Rock the weight back into your hands, right foot kicks long as you step it back between your hands. Inhale, peels you up. On your exhale, left hand comes outside your right knee as you swing your right arm behind you for this little twist, but you can use your left hand. Don't let the knee fall to the midline. So push your knee into your hand into your knee, just to offer a little bit more twist. And then you're gonna take your right hand and take it to your low back, to your sacrum. Keeping your hand here, you're just gonna bring the left arm up and reach it up and across. So just reach it back. Reach it up, reach it back. Feeling this little bit of a back bend. Take a breath in. Stay on your exhale, belly pulls up and in. One more full breath in. On your exhale, left hand comes down inside your right foot as you bring your right arm up to the sky. And then you're gonna just take your right foot, let the toes face the right side of your mat. So just a little twist there. And then you're just gonna keep lifting your hips up to the sky, reaching the right arm up. If you want more, so my intention for you is to feel the stretch on the outside of your right hip. If you need more, you can take your left toes, curl them under, and straighten your left leg. If you still need more, come onto the pinky side of the left foot. And then just think about lifting your hips straight up to the sky. Stay for a full breath in. Exhale. Last one here, breath in. On your exhale, hands come down, knees come down. Step your knees together. Left foot kicks long. Step your foot between your hands. Set your balance. Maybe you curl the right toes or keep them flat. Inhale pulls you up to this low lunge. On your exhale, right hand outside your left knee. Left arm comes back. Again, pushing your knee into your hand into your knee. Find your big twist. Belly pulls in. On your exhale, left hand comes to your low back, to your sacrum as you reach your right arm up and over. Reach it up and back. Maybe you look up towards your thumb. You can push your hand, the right hand as much as you need to, the left hand as much as you need to as you reach the right arm up and over. Take a breath in. On your exhale, hinge forward, right hand down, left hand up. Finding your twist. And then from here, we're gonna feel the outside of the left glute stretch. So first the left toes face the left. Notice that. If you want more, curl the right toes under, straighten the right leg, and then maybe you come onto the pinky side of the right leg, the back leg. And then just lift your hips up to the sky. Stay for one more full breath in. On your exhale, hands come down, knees come together, curl your toes under, active child's pose, push into your feet. The connecting point of your fascia, it starts at the bottom of your feet. There's a part in our body that gets missed out on a lot. And from here, come back into your hands. Kick your right leg long. Send your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You can walk the left knee back a little bit. You're going to start to just walk your hands over to the left. So leaving the right foot where it is, feeling the inner thigh stretch, maybe on the left leg, maybe on the right. The further you walk, the more this posture will change. So if you want to stay neutral, stay in the middle. Depending on where your upper body is, will change the stretch in your lower body. And slowly coming back to neutral, back to center. Walk your right foot across, half pigeon, right side. Set yourself up for success first. So maybe you look up and over your left shoulder, make sure the left hip is coming straight out of, your left leg is coming straight out of your left hip, and then slowly you can start to walk yourself down, surrendering into the mat. Checking in with how your physical body feels. I've said this many times, but your hips are your emotional storage house. So just notice what is coming up for you here. What is trying to come out? As I get quiet, as you get quiet, is there anything that your body is trying to tell you? What is the first things? They may feel like random thoughts, but what are the first thoughts that come to your mind as you start to get quiet, as you start to send your breath into your right hip, as you start to just surrender into the mat? Slowly start to walk your hands under your shoulders. Pause here. Plant your right hand right in front of your right shin and then just swing your left hand back aimlessly, but just feeling this might rock some of the weight into your right hip, creating a little bit different of a change. You're going to come all the way to sit on your right hip as you swing your left leg on top of the right. So we call this double pigeon. The front shin, both shins, excuse me, are parallel to the front of your mat. You can stack your ankle over your knee. You can also bring the ankle a little bit off your knee if that helps. That causes too much of a pinching pain in your hip. Just push it back over. So for me, what feels better in my body is my ankle bone kind of stacked right on top of my knee. And then I can really think about pushing down through my left knee closer to my right ankle, or just sending my heart high as I start to just lean forward just a touch. Doesn't take much here to feel something, but notice it specifically on the left hip on this side. You may feel it continuously on the right side as well. Take a few more breaths here as you settle in. Notice where you're holding tension. Is it in your jaw, your forehead? Can you sense your breath to your hip as you relax the rest of your body? Slowly peel yourself back to center. Take your left leg, send it back straight behind you. And you can send the right foot back. I'm going to stay on my knees. By all means, if you'd like a downward dog, go for it. Shake your right hip out. And when you're ready, send your left leg long. Step it outside your left hand. You can walk your right knee back. Start to walk your hands to the right. You can come onto your elbows if you need a little bit more. You can rock onto the pinky side of your left foot. You can stay neutral. The choice is yours. So many options here, but depending on where your upper body is, will change the sensations in your hips. So just explore and play and notice what feels good for you. And start to walk your hands back to center. Walk your left foot across, half pigeon left side. Before you come down, look back at your right leg. Make sure it's coming straight out of your right hip. And then however you want to get there, you can start to surrender towards the floor. Noticing the difference left versus right. Checking in with any balance issues, knowing that the right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. The right side of your brain is the musical side, is the colors. The left side of your brain is the statistics, the numbers, the black and white spreadsheets. The right side of your brain controls the left side of your body. It's our feminine side, the soft, welcoming, encouraging. Versus the right side of your body is the masculine side, the to-do list, the getting things done, the energy. There is a blend of both somewhere within you based off all of your past experiences, your astrology, your Enneagram. They all comprise you of you. So check in with what your body is telling you. Start to walk your hands under your shoulders. Plant your left hand right in front of your shin. Swing the right hand back. Again, just noticing, aimlessly reaching. As you come to sit on your left hip, swing the right foot across, double pigeon. Again, the shins are stacked, pulling your toes towards the midline. Sit up nice and tall. Long spine. On your exhale, reach with your heart over your shins. You might not make it too far. And slowly start to work yourself back to neutral. Come to lie on your back. Hugging your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. As you extend your arms out to a capital letter T, let your knees fall to the left, your gaze will go to the right. For a little twist, you can take your hand to the outside of your right knee. If you want a little more, you can cross your legs. I say cross them like a lady, so you want to cross them at your knees. And inhale, bring your knees back to center. Let your knees fall to the right. Your gaze will go to the left. Again, the option to cross on this side. You can take your right hand outside your left knee, the top leg. And slowly coming back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Happy baby. Options to wiggle side to side. You can straighten one leg, maybe the other. Feeling your inner thigh stretch. And then bring your feet up to the sky. If your hamstrings feel tight, take your hands underneath your low back, underneath your sacrum. Take some of the tension off. If you are by your bed, you can drape your legs over your bed or up the wall for a little more restorative. You can also take a strap on top of your feet, rather maybe on the bottom of your feet, would be a little better way to describe that, and just offer yourself a little bit of tension to take some of the weight off of your legs so your muscles don't have to work so hard. Notice where your attention is, where your attention goes, especially if you're winding down for the day. Notice, are you making a to-do list in your mind, or can you just quiet the thought? Maybe just spread out the thoughts, creating more of a distance between each thought. Starting to extend your exhale out as you prepare for our final rest. Making the exhale 1 to 2 seconds longer than the inhale to calm the nervous system down, to prep you for relaxation, for Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, maybe the knees hug into your chest or they go straight to the floor. Releasing your hands to your sides, your palms up to receive, or your palms down to ground back down. Whatever you're needing, I invite you there. Keep lengthening the exhales and feeling your body get heavier and heavier as it sinks to the floor. Your muscles get heavy, but the energy feels light. Softening your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. Your eyes sink deeper to your skull, your tongue away from your teeth. Shavasana. Wiggling your fingers, your toes, your ankles, and your wrists. Hug your knees into your chest and come to lie on your right side. When you're ready, push yourself up to a comfortable seat with your hands at your heart and your eyes to close. Take a full breath in together. Open mouth, sigh it out. With so much love, respect, and gratitude. Together we bow. Namaste.